Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to review the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie.
Yeah.
This one just hit Netflix, so maybe, it's available on physical, also streaming, but maybe save yourself a couple bucks and watch it on there if you have Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is still a part of our 13 Days of Horror. We decided we're just kind of swapping out Good Boy with I Know What You Did Last Summer because we didn't get a chance to go out and see Good Boy.
Which is very unfortunate because I feel like that was the one that I was most looking forward to on our list. But
I still think like 2 weeks it's probably going to be on VOD.
I think it's been 2 weeks though.
Well, 2 weeks from now. Maybe it'll be a month. But it'll be on VOD at some point. We'll rent it or something then.
Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, like you just said, we decided to replace Good Boy with this. And yeah, we're going to get into it. So
yeah, so I Know What You Did Last Summer. What's your thoughts on the franchise before we get in our thoughts on this movie? Are you familiar with at least both of the originals?
There's more.
Oh yeah, there's
one. I Still Know What You Did.
There's
right?
The first one from 1997. Then there's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about the second one. Yeah. So
most people do.
I am honestly not the biggest fan of this franchise. Clearly, I didn't even remember that there was a second one.
Oh, there's also a third one, but a lot of people just don't want to talk about the third one at all. Apparently, it's really awful.
I don't know. I just always considered this one just very like generic and not of the same quality as, or I don't know if quality is the right word, but I just feel like I didn't consider it up there with like Scream and the other. I can't really think of any any other ones right now, but
I felt the same way. Like even back when I was a kid, like I never wanted to rewatch I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's
Scream.
like a killer fisherman. I don't know. It just like never worked for me.
Yeah, I'll say as an adult though, there are things about the original I Know What You Did Last Summer that I do appreciate a lot more now. It actually is quite different from Scream, like when you really break it down.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it for that. So yeah, going into this, like I guess all that to say, I got no nostalgic and you got no nostalgic attachment to the original.
Right.
So like we're pretty much just fresh watching this film as a movie, as a horror film in 2025. I'll start with you. Initial thoughts with the movie?
This movie was so bad. This movie was so bad. It was quite terrible. I feel like,
I mean, it was laughably bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was terrible. I could not stand anyone. Their acting was not good. From, the facial expressions to the dialogue, it was just all very terrible in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Clown in a Cornfield was better than this.
Yeah, I think the lead actress in Clown and Cornfield had more going for her than anybody in this movie. I mean,
it was bad. I'll just say that. What did you think?
I mean, look, here's the thing. It is a terrible movie, but I kind of feel like a lot of it was, I feel like it was intentionally terrible.
Okay.
Like, because it was just so bad, and it didn't make any sense to me to have like a studio film
be
that bad. It felt like it was on purpose. Like there were certain parts where they'll say a line, like you got Freddie Prinze Jr. in this and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they'll say something, and it's almost like they wink at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like intentional badness as far as the acting.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I choose to look at it. Anyway. I thought it was entertaining. Like I was entertained. But it's a bad movie. Like I'm entertained, but not because it's good, but because I can enjoy like kind of making fun of it while I watch it.
And some people would argue that okay, like it's a good movie, then it entertained you. I'm not gonna go on a side tangent with that thought process, but I know what you mean about feeling like some of the horrible, like cheesy, intentional dialogue might have been intentional or a nod to like the original, but in my opinion, like I don't know, I don't feel like it was intentional. Like I feel like it might have been intentional that they were like making fun of themselves a little bit, but that does not give them the like excuse to still not deliver a good movie. Like I just don't feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the actors that came in for like cameos from the original, I don't feel like they, well, besides Sarah Michelle Gellar, right?
Yeah.
Um, which she was like de-aged and stuff. But like I felt like she was probably the best as far as the three original people that came in. Um, but they just don't have it anymore, and
I mean, that makes
it,
sense. She was always the best actress, I'd say, overall
yeah,
of the three. But
yeah,
like even Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., like they're terrible now, but like back in the day, they had a certain charm and charisma to them.
yeah.
And all the actors back then, and I feel like it's just us, and maybe it's our age. We just don't know these new actors, these kids, but it's just like none of them have any like charisma or anything to them
The
as
it
characters. They
factor.
have no it factor. Like we grew up with people like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Phillippe. Is
Hmm.
that how you pronounce it?
That's how I say it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Nev Campbell. Who's the other guy that was in Five Nights at Freddy's? Do you remember his name off the top of my head? Why am I blanking on his name?
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. You know, like, just like people like that.
Hmm.
Paul. God, why I can't remember anybody's
Paul
name
Walker.
anymore. Paul Walker. Yeah, those all the team.
Usually, I'm the one that
The
can't think of
teen
names.
cast movie actors from our generation, I just feel like they were oozing charisma and likability, and you enjoyed watching them on screen.
Well,
These people are just so painful to watch. It's like really bad, and you just want them to die.
yeah.
You know?
Well, so we kind of talked about this. This is kind of going off on a little side tangent here, but anybody can be famous now. And so as far as that like Hollywood it factor, we just don't really have that anymore.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we've got a lot of people that are in the movies now that, I just don't know how they got there. But anyway, keeping it with the movie, yeah, I don't know. I just, when you've got bad actors, it's just hard to get into. It's hard to get into the movie. And again, I just like I despised every single one. And
You
yeah,
got to have somebody that you can get behind in
right.
these types of stories to
I
like
mean,
be invested in, and you actually care what happens to them. That's what helps build the tension when you're heading into the final act and like who's gonna make it. You
yeah,
actually care like that. That helps like build the tension and put you on the edge of your seat. Like you didn't have any of that kind of stuff in this movie.
right.
But again, I'll go back to what I said. I feel like this movie's like next level meta. Like I really feel like it's kind of making fun like of the legacy sequel reboot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, look, we're just going to be extra terrible and over the top and silly with this, and that's just is what it is.
Gotcha.
I feel like that was there. Whether or not the studio knew that that's what kind of movie they were making or not, I don't know. But I feel like the filmmaker intentionally kind of peppered that in there
I was gonna say
for the
like,
audience, maybe.
Yeah, again, I feel like you can be meta and still make it better than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, being a remake, there was definitely like you could see like the new characters, like who they were supposed to be portraying from the original. So a lot of that was still the same. They might have changed up, a few things or whatever, but made it more, I guess, current and today.
Yeah.
But
Well, they did change up the entire like inciting incident. Like what happens to kind of trigger the story. Like it's different in this one than it is in the other one. And I feel like what they did in this, as
Yeah.
far as like the accident, I'm
I
talking
mean,
about,
it's not like drastically different.
it's to the point where they changed it, and it's like, well, how is this their fault? Like, really?
Right.
Like, and it doesn't make it feel as much their fault. So
As
therefore,
the
like
original
the
did.
person that's getting revenge on them, you're like, well, you're just kind of an asshole. Like, you're just trying to use it as an excuse to go after these kids.
Yeah.
Whereas before, it's like, oh, this guy, like, you can kind of understand, like, he wants revenge for what happened to him, so he's going after these kids.
Yeah.
So I don't. It just kind of lowered the stakes a little bit for me as well.
Well, hold on. So in
But should you be sympathetic of the killer? I don't know. at the end of the day.
Okay, but if you're remembering, this one has a twist. And so the person that dies in the beginning is not like
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
this is like spoiler territory a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it is definitely
can I be
different.
honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the twist was.
Okay, well, I mean, let's just I know you don't like to do this, but I'm just going to do it anyway. If you don't want any
Let's
spoilers,
just talk about it.
leave now, okay? Here's your warning. Um okay, so like in the beginning, there is a car accident,
Yeah.
okay? Some rando. These kids are just standing out in the street. The car crashes because, he's trying to avoid them.
Yeah.
And they tried to save the guy or whatever, but they just couldn't do it. And they did the right thing by calling, 911, but they wanted to just leave and not really be involved any more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the twist is, at the end, the killer is actually the friend in Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
It's not even the guy in the car.
Yeah. So that is a pretty
So that's not even
substantial change.
relevant. Like as far in the
Yeah, and it
original,
goes
the
into the
killer is supposed to be the guy that died, whereas in this one, the guy who died
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not even
So they just use that basically
Right.
as a reason to go after these kids because they also, at the same time, Freddie Prinze Jr. is mad that the town has forgotten about what happened
Yes.
25 years ago or back in
Correct.
1997, which they reference 1997 a lot in this movie too. That's
Right.
another funny thing about
So I mean,
it. So they want the town to remember, so they're bringing back another like serial killing to help open everything back up and
yeah,
force them to
so
remember their dark past.
yeah, and technically, so you can't even really call this a remake. It's like a
No, it's not a remake. It's
It's
a
a
sequel.
continuation.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's what they call a legacy sequel. Like
Yeah.
this was started with Halloween 2018. Actually, it was started with Star Wars. Like The Force Awakens is a legacy sequel. Then
Yeah.
Halloween did it. And now, I know, but this one doesn't discount like at least the first sequel because there's another cameo in the end credits that with the character from the
Oh,
second
yeah.
film.
Yeah.
So, which I won't spoil that, but there's, it doesn't discount at least the first two movies, maybe the third one. I don't know what happens in the third one because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I mean, the way that it ended, they definitely like left it open for there being another one again with some original castmates. And so if that's the case, it's like they're trying to be
Hey,
like Scream where like Nev Campbell keeps coming back or
but that ending is so over the top and silly that I would be down for it. Like I would totally watch a sequel with that.
yeah, I'm just not there.
It's just stupid. Like, it's stupid fun. Like I
Yeah.
was entertained. I will say like the kills, there's some really like brutal gory kills. Like
Mhm.
there's something like just as a slasher, like there are some good kills. Like if you're in it for the gore, the violence, the kills, the carnage,
Mhm.
I think the movie kind of delivers on that.
I mean, honestly, I can't really think of like how the kills were in the original. I feel like they were on the tamer side.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
fisherman man, he's pretty brutal.
he's using
He
that
or
hook.
she's pretty brutal.
He's using that hook for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I apologize if you didn't if you didn't want to hear any spoilers. But I just did not care for this movie. I thought it was again quite terrible, and I have no plans on ever watching it again. The only good thing was that it was on Netflix, and yeah,
I'll own it at some point.
of course.
I'll
you will. Of
I'll
course.
get I'll wait till it drops to like 10 or 15 bucks or
Yeah.
something again. I'll probably watch this again.
Okay.
I think it's just stupid fun. Like, but I watch a lot of these silly, stupid slasher films from like the 80s and 90s, and
Mhm.
I think it's kind of a throwback to that while also being kind of meta and kind of making fun of the legacy sequel stuff. But
And
it is a
also,
bad, like on the surface, it's a bad movie. I
Mhm.
would definitely recommend watching it on Netflix if you got Netflix for free and not spending any money on it.
And
For
also,
sure.
I just want to throw this out here really quick too. You may consider this spoiler territory as well, but the girl who is basically playing like Sarah, I can't say her name.
Sarah Michelle
Michelle
Gellar.
Gellar. It's a mouthful. It's my part of my own name, and I can't even say it. The girl that's like kind of playing like her version, you know? Um, she like can we just talk about how she is basically engaged like twice within a year? Like that's just so strange to me and I'm just
Yeah.
like why? Like why would this be a part of her story? Like I don't know, it just the only reason that I can think of is
Which I mean
like
speaks a lot about her character. You know, she doesn't really care so much about the guy that she's marrying. She only cares about like his status and stuff
right.
like that, like
Yeah, it just like
material things.
again, it did not work for me as far as like getting me to connect to these characters. They were just very unlikable. Anyway, so there you go. I don't recommend this. Ken apparently does. But
If
yeah,
you
there you
like
go.
really stupid slasher horror movies, I of course I recommend it. I think it delivers on a lot of those, you know, a lot of those aspects that you'd be familiar with from this genre.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's our review of I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. Can we stop with the like same name stuff from like the original? That's so annoying. But like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, I would you know, encourage you to do so. We got more content
We
on the
would
way. We
encourage.
would encourage
Yep.
you to do so. And yeah, leave us a comment if you watched this. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.